Alright, let's dive into something that's got the tech world buzzing, MSI's 40th anniversary celebration. But this isn't your average anniversary party, it's a full-blown dragon-themed hardware extravaganza. And honestly, as someone who's been following tech trends for years, this is one of those moments where a brand doesn't just celebrate its history, it redefines what a limited edition can be. So, let's break it down. First off, the Draco Epic Edition lineup is more than just a bunch of components with a cool design. MSI has taken the myth of Draco, the dragon from Greek mythology, and woven it into nearly every piece of hardware you'd need for a PC build. What makes this really interesting is how they've managed to blend artistry with functionality. It's not just about slapping a dragon logo on a motherboard, it's about creating a cohesive aesthetic that feels premium and unique. Personally, I think this is where MSI shines. They are not just selling parts, they are selling an experience. Take the MEG X870E Ace Max Draco Epic Edition motherboard, for example. The dark blue color scheme and custom heatsinks are stunning, but what catches my eye is the attention to detail. The Draco artwork isn't just a sticker, it's integrated into the design. Now, here's where it gets fascinating. While the Wi-Fi antenna remains generic, the rest of the board feels like a piece of art. And let's not forget the specs: Gen 5 PCIe, USB 4, Wi-Fi 7, this isn't just a pretty face. It's a powerhouse. But here's the thing, do these specs justify the premium price? Probably not. What you're paying for here is the exclusivity and the design. And in my opinion, that's where the value lies. Next up, the GeForce RTX 5080 16G Supreme Draco Epic Edition. This GPU is a showstopper. The constellation-inspired art on the front is cool, but it's the backplate that steals the show. That detailed dragon drawing is something you'd want to showcase in a build, not hide. One thing that immediately stands out is how MSI has managed to make a GPU feel like a collector's item. But here's the kicker, the performance is the same as the regular RTX 5080. No overclocking magic, no extra power. So, is it worth it? From my perspective, it depends on whether you're building a PC for performance or for aesthetics. If you're going for a Draco-themed build, this is a must-have. Otherwise, you might be better off with the standard model. Now, let's talk about the MEG Core Liquid E15 Draco Epic Edition. This AIO cooler is where MSI really flexes its creative muscles. The deep blue and star motifs are gorgeous, but the star of the show is the 6.67-inch curved OLED display. That dragon startup animation. Chef's kiss. It's these little details that make this lineup feel special. But here's what many people don't realize. AIO coolers are often overlooked in terms of design. MSI has turned this component into a centerpiece. If you take a step back and think about it, this is a game changer for custom builds. It's not just about cooling anymore, it's about adding personality to your rig. The MEG RE1600T PCIe 5 Draco Epic Edition PSU is, in my opinion, the least exciting part of the lineup. Don't get me wrong, it's a premium PSU with 600W of power and an 80+ titanium rating, but the design feels a bit underwhelming compared to the rest. The Draco art on the side is nice, but it's not enough to make it stand out. Personally, I think MSI could have done more here. But then again, PSUs are often hidden in builds, so maybe it's not a big deal. What this really suggests is that even in a lineup as impressive as this, there will always be a weak link. The MEG Maestro 900 A Draco Epic Edition case is where everything comes together. The triple glass design is perfect for showcasing all those Draco components, and the deep blue hues are a nice touch. But here's a detail I find fascinating: there's no Draco art on the case itself. It feels like a missed opportunity, but at the same time, the case is already so unique that it doesn't need it. This raises a deeper question: how much is too much when it comes to themed builds? In my opinion, MSI struck a good balance here. The case complements the components without overwhelming them. Finally, let's not forget the gaming gear bundle. The mouse, keyboard, and mousepad all feature Draco-themed designs, and they are not just for show. The Hall effect switches on the keyboard and the 8K polling on both the mouse and keyboard are top-notch. What makes this bundle interesting is how MSI has managed to extend the Draco theme beyond the PC itself. It's a complete ecosystem, and that's something I haven't seen many brands do. If you're all in on the Draco theme, this is the cherry on top. Now, here's the elephant in the room: pricing and availability. MSI hasn't shared any details, and that's a bummer. Limited quantities are great for exclusivity, but they also mean that not everyone will get their hands on these products. Personally, I think this is a missed opportunity to engage with the community. Why not a pre-order system, or a lottery? It feels like MSI is playing it safe, and that's a shame. So, what's the takeaway here? MSI's Draco Epic Edition is more than just a celebration of 40 years, it's a statement. It's a reminder that hardware can be art, and that builds can tell a story. But it's also a reminder that exclusivity comes at a cost. If you're someone who values design and uniqueness, this lineup is a dream come true. But if you're more about performance and value, it might not be for you. Either way, it's a fascinating moment in tech history, and I can't wait to see what MSI does next. What do you think? Is this the future of limited edition hardware, or just a flashy one-off? Let me know in the comments below.